charge is that most of those who joined the NDA from the Uddhav faction of the Shiv Sena did so because of some cases against them. And the moment they joined, then all the cases are largely forgotten. The investigations are no longer pursued with any aggression. That this is part of a washing machine. You join, your sins get washed out, you come as pure as the Ganga river.
नहीं, ये बात गलत है क्योंकि हम सभी ने जो ज्वाइन किया है एनडीए और बीजेपी अलायंस के साथ, क्योंकि आप सभी को पता है कि एनडीए अलायंस में हम 25 इयर्स से ओल्ड पार्टनर है एनडीए बीजेपी के साथ, और हमारा जितने भी मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट हो या एमएलए, किसी के ऊपर केसेस नहीं है, किसी के ऊपर ईडी के भी केसेस नहीं है. हमने ज्वाइन किया है ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ 2019 में एक क्लियर मैंडेट दिया था कि एज ए शिवसेना बीजेपी अलायंस मैं मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट चुन के आया था, हमारे एमएलए चुन के आए थे, तो लोगों का एक मैंडेट था, तो उसको रिस्पांस देते हुए हमने एनडीए ज्वाइन किया. और जो बाला साहब ठाकरे जी के विचार है, हिंदुत्व के विचार, उनको हम लोग फॉलो करते हैं, उसी वजह से हमने एनडीए को ज्वाइन किया है. 2.5 इयर्स में हमारे लीडरशिप ने ये सब भूल गए थे, लेकिन फिर एक बार महाराष्ट्र के मुख्यमंत्री आदरणीय एकनाथ शिंदे जी ने एक डिसीजन लिया कि एनडीए ज्वाइन होने का, तो ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ हिंदुत्व एंड ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ बाला साहब ठाकरे जी के विचार जो हम आगे लेके जाने वाले हैं, और एक क्लियर मैंडेट 2019 को शिवसेना बीजेपी अलायंस के कैंडिडेट के हिसाब से हमें मिला, इसके लिए हमने एनडीए ज्वाइन किया.
Preeti?
Priyanka Chaturvedi, you possibly have that option of responding, which Aditya Thackeray didn't have this morning because he was waiting for the Chief Minister to come in.
No, all I'd like to say is the Chief Minister chose to run away. Sorry.
He had to go. He had a meeting in Delhi.
I'm sorry. This meeting business in Delhi, my former colleague was mentioning Bala Sahib Thackeray ji's vichar. I would want to know, you all have all followed political history of Maharashtra. How many times Bala Sahib Thackeray ji's Chief Minister bowed down to the Delhi Darbar as much as our current unconstitutional Chief Minister is doing? So please do not use his name to justify your backstabbing. That's one thing. About Hindutva, they were mentioning about Hindutva. I want to understand from them, when the alliance was happening, why were these people, these 40 who have gone and the MPs who are sitting and talking rich right now, why did they not raise an objection then? Why did they enjoy the perks of power then? The third point, I think he suffers from some amnesia or something. I would want to know, what is Yamini Jadav's story? What is Yashwant Jadav's story? What is Pratap Sarnaik's story? And once he answers that to me, I'll probably take his answer in good faith. Unfortunately, that's not the case. And I can tell you one thing, you can form a government by backstabbing. You can backstab the ideals of Bala Sahib Thackeray ji. But people of the state remember all the contribution that Bala Sahib Thackeray ji has done, and his ideology remains supreme with Uddhav Bala Sahib Thackeray, and they might enjoy the perks of power till 2024. I can tell you they are going to see a resounding defeat in 24.
No, but to achieve a resounding victory, as Priyanka Chaturvedi predicts, Supriya Srinath, you need some cohesion in the alliance. Questions of seat sharing are so fractious that the India alliance is not able to inspire any confidence amongst those sitting here, watching anywhere across the India Today network, that you will be able to find ways of being able to share seats meaningfully and actually make this a 1 versus 1 on 400 seats.
So, Supriya, just before you start, she has very graciously allowed me to speak. Okay. This is called partnership, right? I'm sure they wouldn't be able to manage that. I'll just say one thing about Maharashtra, and I will say this. Can you ask them, before you ask me about seats, can you ask them, were they even aware that Ajit Pawar is going to be joining their alliance? Even 2 hours prior to his oath taking. So, don't put these questions on Mahavikas Aghadi. We have a very good partnership going, and she'll obviously answer the India alliance bit. But you should ask, the question should actually be asked to the BJP and the so-called faction, that will they be able to manage with cohesion?
Supriya ji soch rahi hai, mere liye bolgi, mere ka bolungi. Yahi to India alliance ka sawal. Let Supriya Srinath respond. Yes, ma'am.
So our seat sharing is not happening, or those dialogues are not happening for Rahul Kanwal's consumption. Those dialogues are happening well within coordination committee. It's happening between chiefs of political parties. You will get to know when that happens. None of you thought that we'll come all this way. None of you thought that, political parties from across the country can come together. And Rahul, you may say here and sit on your high pulpit and say that it doesn't inspire confidence. It has rattled the living daylights out of the BJP. Because if it did not, the Prime Minister would not badmouth the name of our country, India itself. The Prime Minister would not be forced to compare India to Indian Mujahideen.
Gaurav, are you rattled by the India alliance?
Absolutely rattled. Living daylights rattled out
this,
of them.
that. Is that all because you're worried that one versus one is tougher than one versus
by
many?
one.
It's not India alliance. It's I.N.D.I.A. Dotted alliance.
May I respond?
Yes, Mr. Bhatia.
Few remarks have been made, and I will definitely come to that. But let me start by saying, we were talking about ideology, and we are in Maharashtra. Bala Sahab Thackeray ji is revered by all. I want to ask, there are two panelists sitting from the Ghamandia group on my left and right. I want to ask them, please tell me, Veer Savarkar ji, we believe, is son of the soil, as Indira Gandhi ji said. But Rahul Gandhi says, मैं वीर सावरकर नहीं हूं कि माफी मांगूंगा, डरपोक है. And Uddhav Thackeray does not even care to break free from the alliance. So I will stop here, because this is a question on ideology. And do you know the difference between the NDA and the Ghamandia? The difference is this: on our side is clarity. You ask any ally of the NDA who the leader is, the alliance partner would proudly
Mr.
say...
Bhatia,
Can I please come in for 10 seconds?
Please do not do that. Please, let me make
Make
my
your point. Make your point.
Please. I waited for my turn.
Make your point,
Yes.
sir.
The clarity in the NDA is this: you ask any ally who your leader is, and they would proudly say Narendra Modi ji. I challenge them to tell me how many seats they are going to win, and I will make a declaration from this platform: 303 seats and more for the BJP alone, and more for the NDA. Third, I want to ask them their ideology. They should tell the citizenry of the country, would Article 370 be restored? What is their ideology on
Okay,
that?
please
Is
come
this
in.
not
No,
a
I'd like to
relevant
make a point.
question?
You can-
So
but I'd like to make a
now
point,
let me
sir.
just complete in 30 seconds. As of today, they don't have a
You'll get your
convener.
turn, you'll get your turn.
They don't have any PM face. The seat sharing formula is not out. The logo is not there.
not final.
The first rally was to be held in Bhopal as per the Mumbai meeting. That has not taken place. And there is no agenda for the people of the country.
Can I
And
please
here
come in?
comes Ghamandia. And
Okay.
नाम रखने से घमंडिया या इंडिया, आप भारत और इंडिया नहीं हो जाते. जब नारे लग रहे थे भारत
Okay.
तेरे टुकड़े होंगे, इंशाअल्लाह इंशाअल्लाह, राहुल गांधी वहां खड़े थे.
Okay.
इसीलिए आपको कोई इंडिया नहीं
Can I
मानता.
come in now? You have a fact check unit. I challenge you, get your fact check unit to fact check the last line he said, because your fact check unit on record, and you in an interview with somebody who was present there has said, these lines were never said. It's time the media
Veer
speaks for
Savarkar,
itself. Please
Veer
don't speak in
Savarkar
between.
ji.
I gave you
I
the
want to know
courtesy,
what
I heard
happened
you
to his
out. Let me
Bharat Ratna.
finish. I also
So
think,
what are they doing?
Let me please finish my turn. I think the fact is that we call this country our motherland. We say हमारा वतन है, हमारी सरजमी है, हमारी माँ है. अपनी माँ का नाम घमंडिया बोलते हैं और ये बात करते हैं देश की. The reality is that if they were not rattled, they would not go down this dark hole. And if you were doing your job, you would say that somebody actually fact checked what he said.